Hey, my good friend. I'm Lauren LC, holistic health and fitness extraordinaire, and I want to talk about the lower abs. These are the hardest areas to get rid of. I have so many women come up to me and ask me, LC, how do I get rid of my fupa? So I'm going to talk a little bit about that, show and share a few exercises that you could do at home to help you to get a little bit more definition there. Stay tuned. All right, so here's one of the things that many people tend to not do when they do workouts. For one, let me tell you something really quick. You cannot spot train, okay? But if you work on eating right, you are staying active, you can concentrate on just like structuring the abs the way you want it to look. So the lower abdominal is really hard to lose. Let me say that. A lot of it is mostly diet. Because here's the thing, you can do a lot of ab workouts, but if you are not eating the right things for your body to help you to be able to lose body fat as a whole, it's not just like, oh, eat this and you're going to lose body fat in this specific area. You build muscle under the fat. And I've been at that place before where I might have not had the best diet, but I was killing it in the gym and I felt it, but it was just like a layer over it. Okay, so that's one thing. Another thing is many people tend to do a lot of upper abdominal workouts. So a few things, cut this part out. A few things that we need to understand when it comes to the core itself. Okay, so the core is the whole extremity around. Okay, so it's not just the front. Okay, when people say, oh, do core workouts, core is back, it's the obliques, the abdominals. So it's really important that you understand that without sounding like a big science experiment. Like, I just want you to kind of understand that, because you do have the rectus femoris as well as, like I said, the obliques. But it's just important that you kind of understand full core, really work everywhere, not just crunch, crunch, crunch. Because here's the thing. If you do find yourself just doing a lot of, bringing this is your diaphragm. So if you find that you're bringing your diaphragm or your ribs to your pelvis the most, you will build the upper two muscles. But the thing is, you are trying to work the bottom, right? Everybody always say, how do I get rid of the fupa? How do I, I'm getting the abs, my stomach, I'm eating right. I've lost the belly fat, but I just can't seem to lose the bottom. Like, I have the two at the top, not the bottom. So there is a few exercises you need to do, but I want you to think for a second. Remember, I said a lot of times we're working on this motion as far as bringing the ribs to the pelvis. What about reverse? Bringing the pelvis to the ribs. So let me show you a few exercises that you could do to be able to do that. All right, for these 8 exercises, you're going to only need a yoga mat and a chair. I'm going to show you 8 different exercises and variations that you could do for 10 to 20 reps for 2 to 3 sets. We're going to start off with glute bridges. The key is tilting your pelvis, making sure that you have your spine down towards the floor, driving your hips up, tilting your pelvis up towards the ceiling, really tightening your core and driving your hips up. Next, what we're going to do is single leg bridge. Make sure your knees are aligned with each other, and you're going to do the same motion, driving your hips up. Make sure you're keeping your pelvis tilted and really driving your hips up for those reps. Next, we're going to do is alternate straight leg bicycle crunches. You're going to have your feet 6 inches above the ground and then alternating each leg, keeping your spine towards the floor. If you need to, you could put one foot down towards the ground to get you to start forward. Next, what we're going to do is leg raises. You're going to have your feet 6 inches above the ground and raise your feet up towards the ceiling, keeping your spine towards the ground at all times. If you want to cushion your back, you could put your hands behind your tailbone just to give you a little bit of cushion. Next, you're going to do is reverse crunches. It's the same motion as the leg raises, but you're just going to push your hips up as you raise your feet towards the ceiling. All right, next what we're going to do is V-ups. You're going to bring your feet straight up and hold them there as you reach towards your toes. Next thing we're going to do is mountain climbers. You're going to turn over into a push-up position and you're going to bring your knees towards your chest. You can go at a slow pace here or also run. Next you're going to do is chair leg raises. You could start off by doing single leg each side alternating as I show you, or you can also do both legs bringing your knees towards your chest. All right, so there you go. Those are a few exercises that you could do to really work the core and really focus on that lower abdominal. Get that little baby V cut going there, okay? So we can have a little bit of definition at the top and the bottom. So as always, like I said, make sure you have a clean diet. If you need recommendations or anything with that, I'll put the link below where you can schedule a nutrition and lifestyle coaching call with me. And if you have any back problems or you find that those exercises hurt your back, check out my video on 3 back strengthening exercises that you could do before you do these exercises. All right, see you in the next video. Later.